no foxes today. Sorry about that. But foxes are nocturnal, but they don't always spend all day in their set. They do emerge, but not today. Maybe next time. But we have got nature. Did you know that white horses are actually grey? Correct me if I'm wrong. So welcome to the very first Third Rate Thursday. I'm really pleased to be here under the Telford Way, the Thomas Telford Way Bridge here in Shrewsbury. We did come to have a little bit more of a look for the foxes, but no luck today. Like I said, they're probably asleep, but it was worth a look here on, like I said, the 2nd of March 2023. Third Rate Thursday, what's it all about? Well, I'll tell you once again. I've realised more what it's about this week because I've been editing quite a few videos from footage I've collected in the last few weeks. And one of the videos I filmed, then I was sort of ranting about the fact that I backed up a lot of footage and I was 7 weeks in advance. It's still on the video, so when you do get to watch it in perhaps a month or maybe over, you might have forgotten about today's talk. But it was just sort of getting on my mind a little bit. I wasn't losing any sleep over it or anything, but it's just that it was almost third-rate content's running away ahead, and videos I feel are getting released seasons out of date. I don't know if it bothers anybody. Feel free to comment if it does. It was kind of bothering me, but this is a sort of remedy to it, Third Rate Thursday. And also, it is a direct recent contact with you, the viewers, Third Rate viewers. So like I said, feel free to comment. And viewers' comments and opinions do count as the renaming of the Wednesday Weekly to Third Rate Thursday is testament to. And the music doesn't mean I'll do everything that everyone suggests, but I do like to have a bit of debate sometimes. So anyway, on with Third Rate Thursday. Because segueing very artfully for third rate content on from viewers' opinions is to the third rate content. That's Third Rate Thursday. Free speech, because I don't know if anyone's noticed, but on the channel description I did write a paragraph saying that all opinions are valid unless spam. Obviously spam I just delete, but like I said, I don't mind people saying anything to me, and I don't mind basically anybody having any opinion, as long as they're not upsetting other people. But this is something that free speech, something about free speech. Then, and by saying that, that's my way of doing something about free speech. It's almost stating my opinions on it. That I feel that I was brought up in a society where free speech was a cornerstone of the free democracy that I live in, or lived in maybe. Because does free speech, this is the talking point of this week, does free speech truly exist in 2023? And did it truly ever exist? I know that on the tin, if you like, on the tin of Western civilization, it does say free speech. But really, with social media and things, free speech, I feel, is self-policing. Because as much as I say that I'm all about free speech, I suppose if I would police myself, and there's certain things you can't say on this platform, and not that really third-rate content goes near any of them, but I know for a fact there's quite a few things that I couldn't say if I didn't want to get the channel taken down, and I wouldn't say them. So despite me saying I'm a free speech advocate, I'm also a free speech hypocrite because I police myself, even though I don't really have any very I don't voice any big opinions on this channel. all the same, I'm mindful of that because I don't want the channel to end. So do you feel, as if back at home watching, do you feel that you've got free speech, and do you police yourself? Because from what I'm hearing, even the modern AIs are some of them being called in and basically lobotomized or trained not to say opinions, which the AIs have obviously come to with all the data they've got, that their opinions they've come to themselves, or are they? Anyway, do you feel you've got free speech, and do you police yourself? That's this week's question, and next week's we'll talk a bit more about AI, I think. Yeah, so we're just here, like I said, under the Telford Way, named after Thomas Telford, the surveyor of Shrewsbury in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and obviously the man made a huge impact in Shrewsbury. Telford Way, which is running above me, which was the first stage of Shrewsbury's circular ring road. The internal, it's sort of out of date now, it's just an internal road. Like I said, was opened in 1962. But did you know that Thomas Telford didn't really spend a lot of time in the town that is now known as Telford? He spent most of his time in Shrewsbury. So should Shrewsbury have changed its name to Telford, and then Telford taken up the name of Shrewsbury? It's an interesting question. Again, tell me your opinions. I could just be having a laugh though. The road did link up an eastern part of Shrewsbury, Monkmoor, with a sort of northwestern part of Shrewsbury, Sundorne, and North Shrewsbury, Ditherington and Halskett. And this led, I have heard, I can't remember who told me, but someone told me years ago, led to a lot of fighting between adolescent young men from the SY1 area and from the SY2 area, Monkmoor, over this way. Obviously the road being opened up, they couldn't get at each other before. But I also imagine there was a lot of adolescent romances sparked by this new thoroughfare in Shrewsbury. I feel like I'm in a Deftones late 90s music video under here. Well, that's just me with my personal references. Yeah, it's not terrible quality graffiti. It's not bad at all, that behind me. This week's video on Third Rate Content this Sunday lunchtime will be the last Sin Eater of England, which was filmed a month ago now, just over a month ago, in Rattling Cope, South Shropshire. Obviously, we visit the monument of the aforementioned gentleman, and we learn quite a bit of his history, and we visit the church. It's a really interesting little church, and we also take to the hills, go looking for the Castle Ring Hill Fort. So it's one not to be missed this Sunday on Third Rate Content. This week's From the Vault, if you're interested for a real vintage Third Rate Content experience, is from April the 18th, 2018. And it's our first visit on Third Rate Content to the Ladies' Chapel in the centre of Shrewsbury, Old St Chad's. So again, it's interesting to see the development of Third Rate Content, and you might well learn one or two things. I might do if I watch it again. And we also see the very interesting cryptstone, engraved cryptstone for the first time, which is a weird thing. I think it might still be there to this day if you want to go looking for it yourself, if anybody's visiting Shrewsbury. But it's an interesting watch for a bit of extra TRC. So anyway, thank you for watching to the episode 1 of TRT. So thanks very much, and if I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon on TRT. Bye bye.